Yo guys, what's up? Welcome along to another live stream here on the Chill Out Flight channel. And I've got a spare 4 hours today, so I thought we'll go for a little 3-sector trip from Newcastle down to Bristol, then from Bristol across to Zurich for a little bit of a lookout. Finally got the sim update done. I was going to do it to Australia, but it's from the reviews I've read from the update, it's not too good, or it's not looking that, it doesn't look much different. So anyway, we thought we've got nice ORBX scenery in Newcastle. We'll head down to Bristol, where we've got nice scenery from ORBX as well, and we've got some scenery in Zurich. Avgame, my buddy, welcome along. Dan, how's it going, mate? Hope you're doing well as well. So yeah, there we are, down on stand. There's our EasyJet, and we're going to jump on down. It's completely cold and dark. We need to go set it up, grab some passengers and the usual stuff, set up the flight plan, and yeah, we'll get ourselves underway. So if I press a few buttons, we should hopefully zoom on down to the flight deck, and we'll get ourselves cracking. So if we hit a button there and a button there, that should do some stuff, which it has. And there we are, like I said, completely cold and dark, and we need to go in. Ooh, what's that? A little bit of pixelation at the top there. It's like completely cold and dark, so we'll get the fly pad up and running, and we'll go and jump up and do some overhead stuff. So battery 1, battery 2, external power, APU can come on, and we'll arm the emergency lights, crew supply, ground control, and we'll align the IRSs. So there's that done. Just realised I haven't started up Fly Live, so let's do that. See if that can get up and running. We'll whack in the flight number, so hopefully we should have a bit of Fly Live across the top of the screen in just a second. See if that's worked. There we are. Fly Live's alive, aeroplane's come alive. We'll get the nav logo light on, we'll get the no smoking sign on, and what else we need to do? Anything else? Nothing yet. We'll jump down and we'll import the flight plan in the fly pad, and we'll get looking at the fuel we want for this first trip. So if I hopefully press that, there we go. So Newcastle to Bristol, not a very long flight, it's about an hour, if that. The wind's still quite gusty, 86 knots coming from the north. Newcastle weather's 11 degrees, quite gusty, 20 knots as well. And then down in Bristol, we got winds 250 at 15 and 9 degrees down there as well. So we'll have a quick gander at the flight plan. There we are, trip time's only 42 minutes. And for this, we're going to be cruising at 290, and the block fuel we need is 5 tons. So if we let's take 5.5 tons for this first sector. And we'll do that. There's the fuel. With the fuel, we can then go and grab some. We'll go and grab some passengers. See how many we got. See if we can get the air bridge to come across as well. We open the front door, passengers. There that goes. Baggage, external power, and we'll get a bit of catering on as well for some extortionate EasyJet prices. So let's go and grab these passengers. There you go. Brighten up a few screens. And EFIS can be brightened up. There that goes. And anything else, just a bit on the FO side as well. So right, cool. Let's go and have a look down in the McDo Atsu AOC. We'll do the init press and that data request. There you are, easy 2125 from Newcastle to Bristol. This is a real world EasyJet flight. So they do fly down from Newcastle to Bristol. So that's in. We'll go back. We'll do the payload. See how many passengers we've got coming down. We have 163 starting off our trip down to Bristol. So we'll get those in. And we'll go and have a look at the init. The init request. Alternate being London Heathrow. We were cruising at 290, so let's just change that. That can go in. Cost index of 9, alternate being, like I said, Heathrow. And block fuel, we have 5.5 tons for that. Zero fuel weight can go in. And let's go and grab the alternate fuel. Alternate to Heathrow is 1.2 tons. 1.2 for the alternate. This is going to wake up, hopefully. So we'll wait for that. Let's see if we can grab the wind as well. Average wind is plus 36. Wow. Let's just clear that off a sec. Plus 36. So 36 knot tailwind for this first little trip of the day. So right, we'll wait for that in at B to work itself out. There we are. It's not gone back in for some reason. Right, so there we are. Could this be a bug with this update? Let's see if we can get that in. So I don't want to go in there. Anyway, let's try the flight plan. We'll get that sorted out first. And we can always go back and suss that out. So Newcastle is going to be runway 25 for departure, and it's going to be the Gurley. Which Gurley are we having today? Gurley 3 X-ray. Cool. So Gurley 3 X-ray is in. Ooh, I've just forgotten to log out of my phone. Right, Gurley 3 X-ray. Insert. And right, let's go and get rid of that discontinuity out of there. That can go, and then into Bristol runway 27. There's the ILS. And for the arrival, we're going to do the Amber 1 Bravo, which is that one. And if we grab the chart, we can see where it's going to go via. Let's have a quick look. That wanted to go via the Bristol NDB, which we're not going to do. So not going to stick any vias in for this. Just insert that for now. There you are. Trip time is 37 minutes, 248 miles. It has got 2 Gurleys in there, so let's just get rid of one of those. And we can clear that out as well. And let's have a quick look on the plan of how we're going to do this. So out heading straight down to the south, cross towards Manchester, and then all the way down to Bristol. It has got a little bit of something in there. Let's have a look. Wants us to go overhead Bristol. Let's remove that. And that should hopefully sort that out. Well, kinda. We'll suss it out when we get on the way down. Let's get the constraints on. Initial climb is 8,000 feet.
So that way you can be reseated. Feel free to use
Might
your
help.
cell phones during
Bit of desktop audio
process,
that I forgot to turn on.
Laptops, tablets, and any other large
And performance
electronic
time, I reckon.
devices
Let's have a look.
once you depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Let's grab the performance calculator. There it is. Right. Let's drag this over. So for Newcastle 25, we're going to grab the airport chart. Airport info, that'll do. So runway 25 is 246 degrees. For this purpose, 246. Elevation is 240 feet. Runway length 2,330 meters. Wind, we had a bit of wind, didn't we? Let's have a look. As I am sat in Newcastle at the minute and it is rather breezy. So let's have a look at the wind. 280 at 20 knots. Outside air temperature was 11 degrees. And the QNH is 1011. Runway conditions dry, and we just need the last bit from the inlet if we can get it in. So clearly this is not playing nicely today for some reason. We have got fuel. We don't have any of this populated for some reason. It's all in though. So let's have a look. Takeoff weight 64.7. We can have that. 64.7. We got a CG of 24.3. So let's see what that gives us for our takeoff info. So there we are. Config 1 plus F thrust. So we've got flex of 56, 40, 42, 43, and 0.9 units up for the trimmable horizontal stabilizer. So let's go and get that in the perf. So flex 56. And we're doing a flap 1 takeoff 0, which is up 0.9. Cool, that can go in. And then we got the V speed, so 40, 42 and 43. 42 and 43. That's the perf all done. And flight plan is done. Init is done to some degree. But we do need 1.2 tons in for the alternate, which we can't get in for some reason. So let's fingers crossed this is going to work out alright for our departure out. However, with that sim update, you never know. It may work out, it may not. So V speeds are in. We've got 8,000 set as that initial stop climb. That sounds like the passengers are ready. So let's go ahead and call the let's get the tug driver. Hopefully we should get a tug. Where's he at? There he is. That's the jet bridge on its way. Aircraft doors. We will just double check that they are shut because they have the habit of not being closed. Got a door. That's closed. That rear one, however, is not. Which should be that one. See if we can get those closed up first. There's one shut, and there they are, all shut up. That is nice. So for the taxi out, down to 25, there's only one way out of Newcastle from this stand, which is down Delta.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 2125. Our flight time will be roughly 42 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed.
All the way down from here, push back, straight back, down Delta to Delta 2 or Delta 1, and that'll give us full length out of 25. So we'll just get ourselves check which way we're going to go. To be fair, we can just push straight back onto that stand. Don't suppose there's too much issue with that. We'll go straight back. And we'll just go in there. Let's get ourselves lit up a little bit. Not that one. Bit of that one, bit of that one, bit of that one. They should have been on. We would have some fuel pumps on as well. Everything else looks half decent, I reckon. Right, let's get ourselves going. So if we take the parking brake off, there we go. And we'll leave our tug driver behind. And we'll go and start engine number 2. We do have APU bleed on. We do now. That would be a slight issue.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for
Actually, should we turn back? Well, we'll turn back on that taxiway, I reckon. Not sure what the tug driver's doing, but he's not coming with us, clearly. We'd left him well behind. He just sat there having his lunch by the looks of things.
There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit.
And there goes engine number 2.
Your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board.
Yeah, so first trip is down to Bristol, then second trip is from Bristol out to Zurich. should make for quite a nice little nice trip out.
If the air supply fails, masks will drop.
So right, we'll get on that line.
Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust.
We'll just straighten that up.
Own mask before helping.
We'll stop there. We'll get the parking brake back on.
Take the life jacket from
Get a shot of him. And we'll jump back in and check how our engine start is going.
waist.
That's engine number 2 started.
Unfold the strap.
Let's get engine 1 on the go.
Do not inflate it inside the aircraft.
And we'll do a flight control check as we wait for that to get itself going.
If it fails to inflate or needs topping
So if we do
blow into
full
the
up,
tube. There is a light and
full
whistle
down,
for attracting attention.
neutral,
We also
full
carry
right,
rotation aids for children.
full left,
Your tray table must
neutral,
have
and the rudders are coming.
window blinds open and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight.
Full right,
EasyJet.
full left, and neutral. So they all seem to be working as well. But yeah, clearly something not quite right with this page. We're just going to update that to 290. Yo, Dan. Of course I do, buddy. And we'll start the let's just start that clock. We are just about a good start on engine 1, and we get the rest of the stuff off. Let's set auto brake to medium when we run with that. There we go, that is avail. APU can come off, the bleed can come off, that can go to taxi. And well, let's get ourselves on our way down to Bristol. So we're literally taxiing straight ahead, all the way down past the control tower, past the fire station, so they know that we're on the way in case we do cock up. So parking brake is off, and let's give it a bit of throttle and get out of here. Not sure yet again why throttle cam has given up, but I'm going to just try and reset it when we taxi out. So as we travel, we can we'll get flaps going out to 1, and we can arm the speed brakes. Like I said, I'm not sure what's with the pixelation. This is since that update I did this morning. We're getting a bit of pixelation at the top. Avgamer, you'll meet us at Bristol. Nice. It's not a very long flight. What we got? Yeah, 36 minutes. Should be down there. Then a bit longer flight out to Zurich, about an hour and 30 minutes from Bristol, roughly. Yeah, throttle cam has given up the ghost. It's not working. So right, we've done that. We've got the spoilers armed. They've got the flaps to take off. Auto brake max. And we'll ding the cabin. Make sure they're on the arses sat down.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
And we'll do the takeoff config check, which is normal. Rudders definitely work. There we go. If it would stay in one straight line, there we go. Very sensitive rudder pedals for some reason. Particularly wind shear can come on. TCAS to auto, at least for now. Like I said, this is ORBX scenery for Newcastle. There's the fire station, which we may need if we muck anything up. And we have the QNH set. QNH 1012, 1011 now, it's just changed, clearly. TPX Gaming, buddy. How's it going, mate? Welcome along. So everything's good. That looks all good. We'll get our landing lights on when we get to not Iveo, no, it's VATSIM. Delta 4, this be Delta 2, and then Delta 1's our holding point for our departure out. We'll start slowing down. That is Delta 3, and here comes Delta 1. Right, we'll just stop there a sec. Let's grab the lights on. That can come to take off. That can go there. And I think, apart from that, we're all good to get ourselves on this first ship. What is going on up there? Let's go and get lined up. If you give me 2 minutes TPX game, once we get ourselves taken off, I'll explain a bit of VATSIM for you if you like. Definitely got a bit of a stutter since I updated this morning. Right, there we are, lined up nicely, runway 25, let's have a quick look. So we've got V speeds 142, 143, climb nav 1 FD2, QNH set 1011, ECAM memos, takeoff, and no blue. So, let's drop 50% M1. Just there, engines are stable, 1, 2 clicks forward. We are man flex 56 SRS runway, auto thrust is armed in blue. There's V1 and rotate, up we go. Bit of wind, rudder already needed. There we go. And up on the flight directors. That is very dim. Let's brighten up a little bit. That's better. There we go, there's the S-speed. I don't think, do we have, what we should have checked was really to the speed restriction in that turn. There's lever climb. Thrust climb, climb nav, 8,000 is set. We got 180 knots is going to stop us at for that initial turn. And we did forget the TCAS. There we go. This is awful, whatever this is going on up here. There we are, that's 180 knots for that turn. Then we'll speed up to 250. There's the S-speed. We'll retract the flaps in a sec. There it is, flaps are being retracted. And with the flaps retracted, we can disarm those spoilers. Probably should have stopped people getting in the flight deck. We'll do that now. We'll wind that out. So we are restricted up to flight level 80 at until we get to Gurley, which is just down here. After that, we go up to our cruise of 29. Gears, I know. I literally forgot about the guy. I've just seen them. They're now up. Definitely up. Not entirely sure why I forgot them, but we did. Very interesting situation if I forgot those all the way. Yeah, they're definitely up. Definitely up. So we are up to 250 now till Knithood, and then we're going past the transition to a pull standard. For now, that'll do. And we can just double check that we've not forgotten anything else down here. Predicted wind shear is definitely on. Flaps are retracted and spoilers are disarmed. TCAS is on. Gears are definitely down. And there we are, climbing away to 80 initially. So TPX game, and you've just installed VATSIM pilot software. You need to obviously go to the VATSIM website, do your pilot orientation and take the test. And then once you pass that, it should allow you to log in. So you'll have, obviously, if you've got vPilot like this, if you give me a second. Oh, mine's been disconnected. That's useful. So you have your vPilot, obviously. And obviously in your settings you'll have, I can't even, oh there we go. Your VATSIM stuff, all your other settings. Make sure you got a push to talk set up where you need to speak to air traffic as well. That way, I'm not sure why we've been disconnected, but we have. But yeah, you'll need to go and do the new pilot orientation on VATSIM first on their website. And usually within 24 hours of you passing that, then it should activate you to fly on the network. To connect, what you have to do, so where's my vPilot gone? There it is. So once you've done all of this and you've got your all the stuff in the settings, your password, your VATSIM ID, whatever else, you'll need to file a flight plan, put it all in there, where you're going from, where you're going to, alternate, all that kind of good stuff. Put in your flight plan, what you're expecting to fly. Any remarks if you have them, if you're using SimBrief or Navigraph or whatever for your flight plan and stuff. Then file that flight plan, and then just make sure you're squawking mode Charlie, and then just hit connect, and then put in your the call sign you want to use, your aircraft type, and click connect, and away you go. Right, there we are, that's that. We can get up to our cruise 290. Do that. My flight plan, if you give me a second I can. Just close that out the way. So my flight plan's made from SimBrief, but if you want it, it is just here. There you go, that is today's flight plan. And there we are now, passing 844290. One thing I did forget to do. You can, if you do need the flight plan, in a second when I just press this button, you can type !route in the chat, and it should give you the current flight plan, which is now set. There you go. If you do need it again, !route in the chat for the flight plan. Pretty much just the same that I've just sent you there. It's come up there twice now. Well, let's wind that out. Let's get some lights switched off. 10,000 feet. They can come off. That can come off. Is it bumpy? Can we let the passenger out to use the toilets? I reckon probably so. Seatbelt sign is off as well. The wind is already up 78 knots. Pretty breezy over the UK and at the minute.
The flight crew has turned off the fastest seatbelt sign. So now get up and move around the cabin. However, we have...
So yeah, this was our departure out. Let's have a quick look, make sure we haven't mucked anything else up. We're now gone past Gurley anyway, so there we are. We were not above or below flight level 80, all the way down to there. And there, as you can see, we are currently heading towards North Yorkshire. Then we'll track down towards the west, across towards Manchester, down over Liverpool, before coming down Hereford, and then over the Bristol Channel to start our arrival into Bristol. This is what he wants us to do. We're doing the Amril 1 Bravo arrival in. Amril not above or below flight level 160, then Rills at 15, then over the NDB in Bristol, then back out again. However, we aren't going to do that. We will do it by vectoring ourselves in and not bothering with any of that. We'll come out over the Bristol Channel, we'll come down toward Keynsham and Bath, and then make the turn in for 27. Brighten those up, and we will shortly. We'll put some fixed info stuff in for the arrival, so we know when we're going to start our top of drop and everything else. Should be pretty cool shortly. We'll do that. So yeah, flight's not too long. Actually, we probably could start having a look at that now and just put some stuff in. We'll do an extended centre line for our arrival. Let's put that in. So we're doing Echo Golf Golf Delta 27 for the runway, and we're going to grab the let's grab the reciprocal. It's going to be around about 067, I reckon, for that. Taxi airport info, there it is, 087 for the radial out. That'll give us an extended centre line to follow when we get there. Be something, there it is. Cool, so we'll do that, and we're going to go and pop in top of drop as well, just so we know what we're doing. So we'll follow part of the arrival before we take ourselves off to do our other bits and bobs. So Amril flight level 160, we'll put in Amril. Amril, that needs us to be at flight level 160. We're cruising at 29. And then 160. So that's 41 miles from Amril will be our initial descent. Pop that in for there. And there you go. We've got a fixed info in that. When we dissect that blue dashed line, that'll be our top of descent. Can you show me how you put the flight plan in? If you're using SimBrief and the fly-by-wire mod that you can get, then you just go in the flypad, go to settings, make sure your SimBrief stuff is all in the flypad. Once you've done that, that'll sync this up with the MCDU. Go to menu, add to AOC first, do your init press. It'll grab all the data from SimBrief. Once you've done that, if you go to init, under there, if you haven't got a flight plan in, there'll be one that says init request. Hit that right line key. That'll import your flight plan from SimBrief, and it'll all be in the FMC. So there's no inputting really, as long as you've got a SimBrief account and you've got the fly-by-wire mod for MSFS, then you can just link it all together, and it will it'll do it all for you. Yeah, we're heading towards Croft. We've got 4.5 tons of fuel left. Let's have a quick look at this, make sure we've got enough. Let's skip through Croft. Croft, we should have 3.4 and we had 4.5, so yeah. Oh, from V-Pilot, so yeah. V-Pilot is here, so make sure you're connected. Just connect to begin with on there, then go to flight plan, and then just copy that flight plan into here. So like for example this flight, if I just copy it quickly off here, then you can I've copied that now, just literally copy and paste it in, there it is. Change all this around. So we started in Newcastle, we're going to Bristol, alternate being Heathrow. We left it, let's just pick a time, 11:30 for example. Change that to an hour. And then we're cruising at 29, just adjust all this bits and bobs, there we are. And then just hit file flight plan. If I hit file flight plan now, it might say we're not connected. But we could just connect up and just do it. But obviously not wise to do it while you're in flight. To be honest, I'm not sure why we are disconnected, but we are. There we are, way down there. Let's grab a wing seat. There we are. And then Volanta hopefully should have tracked our flight out. There it is. Volanta is tracking us on the way down to Bristol. Not far to run. As you can see, that was our taxi out all the way down Delta, and then we took off. Initial climb, 180 knots in that first left-hand turn, up to 8,000 feet. We got down to Gurley, and that's our climb out to 29. And there we are currently towards Manchester. And there is top of climb, just about to be reached. Speed out star. Speed out cruise. Almighty, how do you choose the cities and stars? To be honest, I just let so for this flight, if you go into we'll make the one up from, I'll show you it now, we'll do the one from Bristol down to Zurich that we're going to do next. So we'll pick a flight number 2126. We're going to come out of Bristol, we're going to go to Zurich, alternate being Frankfurt. That picks it for you. Pick the fly-by-wire performance thing, and then this just gives you, so for now this gives us the Wotan departure out of Bristol, and it's given us the Bravo Lima Mike 3 Golf arrival at the minute into Zurich. But that'll be, your departures are normally determined by ATC. When you call for clearance, they'll give you your departure out. Also likewise for the arrival, about 100 miles or so before you arrive, if there's air traffic, they will give you your arrival as well. So that could change by the time we get there, depending on what runway they're using, how the wind is. But if you're flying offline, just like we are at the minute for some reason, I just let SimBrief pick the departures. What you have to put in for the call sign section, anything you like, whatever you want to be called by air traffic on VATSIM. So for us, we're flying EasyJet. So, and I just pick the pick a number after it, literally. So we're Easy 2125. You can be Speedbird 1 Alpha Bravo if you like, or you can be Swiss 815. You can be whatever you like. But that'll be what air traffic, when any air traffic comes on that want to talk to you, that's what they'll call you. So it's up to you to have a flight number or call sign that you'll recognise when you're talking to air traffic. type code, that's a good question. So, type code will be whatever your aircraft is equipped with. So if you have a look for us, we should be, so we're at A20N, which is at A320. I can show you that. So yeah, we're A320 Neo. When you go to connect, the type code is A20N, which is, you can type it in. So if you typed in A320, it'll give you whatever you are, Airbus A320, which is what we are. But the Neo version is at A20N, for the N being the Neo bit. So A20N, which is Airbus A320 Neo. Cell cal, leave blank. You don't need cell cal. So there we are. Top of drop is, well, less than 40 miles out. So yeah, this is a relatively quick flight. Then Zurich is, let's have a quick look at the flight plan, what it's recommending for Zurich. Flight time's 1 hour 50, so that's a rough estimate. It's going to be probably about 1 hour 30, I would have thought, from Bristol. TPX, have you actually got a flight simulator running? Because if you haven't got a flight simulator running, then it won't be able to connect to your simulator first. So load up on the ground somewhere at whatever airport you want to fly out of, and give that a whirl. And have you definitely, so to file your flight plan, have you definitely connected vPilot first? Are you actually connected when you've hit this? I'll just do it very quickly here for a minute. If we do that, observer mode, so connected, there we are. So there we are, we're straight on. That is what should happen when you have it all correct. And you'll see tower and departures coming online once you have that set up. Flight plan. If I do that, file flight plan, it comes up saying flight plan filed. So top of drop very soon, so let's put that 160 in the window so we know what we're doing. Actually, let's just grab some weather in Bristol as well, just to have a look. Accept, load, weather, there it is. So winds are 260 at 15 knots, good visibility, overcast, overcast 400 feet. 9 degrees, QNH 1024. So what are the minimums in Bristol? Could be interesting. Minimums for Bristol is 801. That'll be interesting to see how we get in there. That could be Autoland territory. If we can't see the runway at 800 feet, it's either go around or Autoland. So we'll try that, see what happens. There it is, top of drop is less than 5 miles. And we'll head on down. There it is, let's start going down. Got a 96 knot tailwind. It's giving us a ground speed of 501 knots. Let's go and put this in. Next phase, here we go. Oh, is it gone? There we go. Right, so QNH, what we got? 1024. 1024 and 9 degrees. Wind 260-15. We'll have a look at the transition altitude shortly, but that's probably about right for Bristol. Barrow was, yeah, 801. 801, in it goes. Cool. Right, let's put something in the progress. So we're going to put in... What we're going to put in... Let's go Amrel first, so we know we're going to come down quick enough. Amrel, that can go in. So yeah, we're 30 miles from Amrel. And that's where we need to be. Yeah, pretty much bang on there. So 10,000 feet, 30 miles what we need. And looking at this, so for our self-vectored arrival in, we're going to come off and intercept that blue dash line, which we'll do shortly. I'm just going to, seeing his throttle cam is not working for some reason, I'm just going to remove the cam frame off the screen. There we go. Right, so let's get these charts in. Let's have a quick look. So there we are, coming into Amrel. Now we'll go down to Rills or Riles, however that's pronounced, and then we're going to come off and in. Here's the plan. So at the locator, it wants us 3,000 feet. Platform altitude is 2,500. India Bravo Tango Sierra is 110.15 for the ILS nav frequency. Let's have a look. 110.15, final course 267, which is all there. And what we're going to do, missed approach, if we cock it up, we'll climb straight ahead 3,000 feet, then as directed. So it's literally straight out 3,000 feet. And then no doubt we'll get vectored back in, we'll turn left, come back in for another try if we need to. Three-degree glide, RVR 750, that's fine. Pappy lights on the left-hand side. And terrain around us. We're coming in, so we've got 3,000 feet in the sector that we're going to be in. To the northeast, 2,200 up this way. And then we've got one or two little... There's a mast at 1,158 feet. And a little hill at 1,083 down there as well. Right. So next on the descent, if we're going to plan it for our own way in. So flight level 150, so let's just keep that coming down. Put that on 15 now. So we're here. Let's go back to the progress page. How far are we out from the actual threshold? 44 miles. We've got 16,000 feet to lose. 15. So yeah, we need to just keep coming down. Now all the way in. So let's bring that down to, let's say, 5,000 feet for now, initially. And then we can self-position for this arrival. There we get this this chart now. There we are, and then that is our arrival in. So we're just over Wales at the minute, and we'll come in and sort ourselves out very soon. Let's just get rid of those. Very nice, right. Getting a little bit, 1 or 2 lumps and bumps, so we'll get the seatbelt sign on early. That can be off, actually. Just grab a few lights, may as well get ourselves set up.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
And we're going to start heading for this blue dashed line shortly. We'll pull the heading, have a bit of speed brake, keep our rate of descent. Yo, Saddletape. How's it going, buddy? So at the minute we're heading from, we just headed from Newcastle down to Bristol, and then from Bristol we're going to grab some more passengers and head across to Zurich. That is the plan. So yeah, we should be on the ground in Bristol in the next 10 minutes or so, and then we'll do the turnaround. Then we've got about a 1 hour 30 flight across to Zurich. There is the Bristol channel. I've got speed brakes out just to help our rate of descent and to slow us down just a smidge, but we can get rid of those now. So it reckons that we've only got 400 feet, or cloud is broken at 400 feet into Bristol. Overcast 400 feet.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the
Minimums into Bristol are 801. So we'll reserve judgment. It's somewhere underneath that cloud where Avgamer is. So we'll see how that pans out. I believe that'll be the Severn Bridge. So 9,000 feet to go, 9.3 is 27 miles, and we have 25, so pretty much spot on. So let's keep an eye on. Yeah, you can see what that's our plan. It's coming out nicely at the minute. I can, if you hold on, I might be able to just grab them for you. Give me a second. Don't know if that comes in. Let's have a quick look. That is currently what I've got, and two 27-inch monitors as well. Right, let's get a standard set, QNH, and then let's keep coming down 3,000 feet. And we'll, on the LSZH approach, actually, we're going to take that off a sec. Because we're going to come out over here now and start our own little thing into Bristol. Get that come round to the left, and then we're going to come and intercept that blue line, which will give us, we want about a 10 mile final, ideally, and enough room to slow down. Let's activate that approach phase. AP2 can come in as well. We've got 8.8 miles. And let's we'll start spinning back now towards Bristol. $2,500 being that platform altitude for the ILS. We've got 10 miles that we want now. We might just go through that localizer a little bit, but we'll put ourselves back on. In fact, there we are. Speed, glide slope, star, lock start. As we go straight through that localizer. We'll have flap 1. Temperatures plus 13, we don't need any anti-ice. Glide slope, lock star, there's the glide. We're well through the localizer. Auto brake medium because it is a smallish runway. Depends on, for flaps, depends on which airport you're coming out of, what size the runway is. Normally, I always take off flap 1 if you're in the Airbus, and then retract it at the S speed. So flap 1 back to 0. But yeah, so normally only flap 1. If the runway is short, you may go flap 2. If you want more lift, I'm going to slow us down a bit further, because we're well off this localizer. So nicely on the glide. Localizer still not quite got us onto it yet. We're still 3 miles out from there. But if we slow down enough and we're fully configured, it shouldn't be an issue. There's 2,500 coming in for the platform altitude, which is all tickety-boo. You can see what's happened. We kind of, well, we went well through the localizer actually. Get rid of that speed brake. We'll jump down, we'll arm the spoilers. We'll go flat full now, and then jobs are good, and we can dump the gear down as well. Ready for this this approach. This is not going to be one of my finest arrivals by the looks of things. However, as long as we start turning left anytime soon, we should be alright. Just ding the cabin.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
I am, however, slightly concerned where we are and how we're not even pointing towards that runway yet. It could be missed approach, or we could just get it right. I think in real life that would be missed approach territory, but I'm sure we can get it on the deck. We're half a mile wrong, or left the track really. We should start turning left. It's picked up the localizer. There it comes. It'll be fine and dandy. It'll be fine and dandy. So, just quickly, while we should be looking what we're doing, just get this and that. What we're going to do, straight in 27. If we can get off a Foxtrot, all the better. If not, full length, we'll come off there. So remember, minimum is 800 feet. If we can't see a runway technically by 800 feet, you either go around, or it's auto land if it's enabled, if you're capable for auto land. We're Cat 3 dual, so it should be good. We see the runway yet? There it is. So we are fine to land as well. Let me get my feet on the rudder pedals. Ready for this? Oh, there's a bit, little lump and bump. The wind is still 18 knots headwind. 2 whites, 2 reds on the pappies. That looks good. Localizer's good. Glide slope's good. Speed is good.
500.
Still 2 whites, 2 reds.
400. 100 above. 300. 200. Minimum.
Minimum is continue. Straight down for that touchdown zone. Let's see how we do. Bit of rudder.
50.
Just a little bit.
40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard.
Oh, float, 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 float.
5.
Jesus, reverses. We're going to run out of runway if we don't slow down quick. Reverse is green. We've got decel and manual brakes now as well. Wow. There we go. Auto brake can come off as well. Yeah, that was interesting. That plane did not want to get down then at all, did it? Did not want to get down. But anyway, there's our first trip done. We're down into Bristol.
The local time is 12:39 p.m.
And we'll take this exit and go and get parked up. And we'll get going
You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft
with some more passengers.
complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
You can see how uneven this airport is, up and down. Which is the same for the runway as well. That's got a big massive lump in it. You can see how uphill it goes. from where we tried to touch down to where we actually touched down is definitely a couple of feet difference. But yeah, there we go. So we are down in Bristol, guys, from the first leg. We'll go and park up. We'll offload these passengers. I'll reset the flight plan for Zurich. We'll brief that and get ourselves refueled, and we'll go again for the next sector. This is ORBX scenery for Bristol as well, which is quite nice. However, there's a lot of static aircrafts at this airport with the scenery. So trying to find a parking spot is like going to a supermarket on a Saturday. But ideally, my favourite parking spot, if we can get one, would be stand 2. So we'll go try stand 2 and see if we can get parked up. Flaps are retracted. Actually, what we should have really done is we should have stopped a sec. We're doing things properly. Lights off. That's a taxi. That should be off. That should be off. APU should be up and running as well. Right, let's get going again. To Rome, Fiumicino, Italy to Cluj-Napoca in Romania. Ooh, nice. Only reason we're flying to these airports is these are airports I have nice scenery for. So I fancy going to check out Zurich. We haven't been to Zurich for ages either. So that's what I got planned, and the time wise before I got to go and do the school run this afternoon as well. So that is the plan. That is what I've set up for the stream. So I think we're gonna stick and go to Zurich, but we can go to Romania very soon. We're definitely going to do that. Sounds like good fun. Right, let's go and take this stand. Oh, on the left. See what I mean? Static aircraft all over the place. Let's just go straight through this Ryanair. Let's get rid of him. Right. That is a static aircraft as well, so we'll leave that there. Parking brake is on. And we'll just get rid of the rest of these lights. That can come off. And APU is available. We'll shut down engine 2. Shut down engine 1. With that, the strobe can come off. That can come off, that can come off, that can come off. And that as well, and the seatbelt sign. See if we can get some steps for these passengers to get off, and we'll get ready to go again. After a bit of catering as well. Good stuff. So, hopefully we're not going to be too covered by Ryanair. It's an interesting concoction. But, yeah. Parking was half decent. We're just about on the line as well. See if we can get these steps to appear. Maybe not. Right, anyway, there we are. Right, down on the ground after that first leg. Let's have a quick look at Valenta. See how we did. I don't believe that overlay on the screen tells the truth about the landing rate. But there we are. We came out over the Bristol Channel. We made that loop round. Missed the localizer completely. Straight in. And if we review the flight, landing rate, see, that said minus 200 and something on the screen. It was minus 85. That's we'll take that for a nice landing. So let's crack on. That's very interesting. Let's just look at it as an EasyJet for now, not a Ryanair. There we go. We'll crack on and we'll do the next flight plan. Ready to go again. So we did that. Let's have a quick look at Navigraph. Get rid of that. and we'll generate this flight plan from Bristol, like I said, to Zurich, and we'll see what the air time is and everything else that we need. There we are. Air time 1 hour 18 minutes. We're direct to Wotan, Quebec 63 Airways, and then down to Charlie Papa Tango, Lima 9, Goxel, and then Upper Lima 9 to the Bravo India Golf, Lima 15 to Motox, Upper Lima 15 to Nebax, Upper Tango 407 to our arrival. And there we go. That is ideally what we're doing. That is the flight plan. Flight time 1 hour 18. It's 469 miles. Very good. Right, let's grab the charts. We'll load a new flight. We'll do that. So no departure out of Bristol. Arrival into Zurich. We can pin high train into Zurich. Both sides. We'll grab the approach runway 28 ILS. There you go, look at that. We're going to be flying 5,000 feet platform altitude. Descent is slightly higher, 3.3 degrees on the glide into Zurich as well. So that should be quite fun. We will grab the just that for our taxi out as well. That can go away. Cool. And we'll redo our flight plan. Let's save that. We'll start the new flight. And let's get the boarding started. There they go. Right, good stuff. Just while that is going on, if you give me 2 seconds, I just need to quickly nip to the bathroom. I'll be back with you in just 2 minutes, guys, and we'll get ourselves going again. I'll leave you there with that nice EasyJet Ryanair combo, and I'll just see you in 2 minutes. Right then, guys, let's jump in the flight deck and get reset up for this departure. So let's go to the McDo at to AOC, and we'll do the init press. Grab that info. There we are now. Bristol down to Zurich, 1 hour 18 minutes. All looking good. We'll get the payload sorted out. Passengers going up to Zurich, 1:44. So we'll do that, and then we'll do the init request as well when we're there. Flight level, that's not right, 230. Let's go and double check that on the OFP. Let's grab the new one. Zurich, light winds in Bristol, 3 degrees, bit chilly. Let's grab this. So we are going to be cruising at 370 for the cruise across. Fuel wise, we need, let's take 8 tons of fuel for this trip across. Pretty good. There we go, that's that done. Passengers are on, and we, like I said, we're cruising at 370, so we're going to put that in and update this. 370 can go in. And we'll do the init page B. We said 8 tons of fuel. The block fuel there. CG. There we are. Not sure why this isn't working, but it doesn't want to. We can't put. Oh, there we go. It's finally populated. Excellent stuff. Finally populated in. So OFP. Alternate being Frankfurt. We need 2.4 tons to get into Frankfurt. That can go on the alternate. And there we are, we got an extra 51 minutes flying. In case we cock it up, we can have a couple of goes of getting in. And the wind, how is the wind doing going across there? Average wind is plus 75. Yeah, well, that'll be quick. That will be quick. Good as 75, not tailwind. Yeah. Cool. Avgamer, you landed minus 322. So departure out 27. It's not giving us the SID. We're going direct to Wotan. Let's get rid of that. And into Zurich, we are arriving on to. Let's have a quick look what we're doing into Zurich. Runway 28 at the minute. ILS 28, and it's the Bravo Lima Mike 3 Golf arrival. And if we go and grab these charts, so that's from Basel Mulhouse is where we're coming in, that VOR down to Schiphol and then to Ermus. Sorry, to Schiphol, even not Ermus. Schiphol is there, so let's put that in and bang that in. There we are. Good stuff. Right, let's have a look at the plan. So there you can see we are, that's our route out. Right, and turn direct to Wotan, and then we'll go back to the plan. We'll just
ready to go when you are.
Skip through that. All the way down to the says Gopal, and this will be the start of the arrival in. Arnav start, like most European ones, especially in Germany and Switzerland. They do have these Arnav stars, which looks quite good. And last but not least, let's do the performance out of here. Let me grab the performance thingy bob. There it is. So runway 27 is 267 degrees. 267, elevation is 603. Runway length 2011 meters. Wind, what was the wind? Wind is 250 at 19. .250 at 19. Outside air temperature 9 degrees. QNH 1024. Runways are dry, so that's all good. And let's go and grab the inner information that we require for this. So takeoff is going to be takeoff 65.3, and the CG will be 24.8. So with that weight in our aircraft and the size of runway in Bristol, we can't do a flap 2 takeoff. Sorry, flap 1. Let's see if we can do a flap 2 takeoff. Flap 2 it'll have to be. Flexor 51, 32, 34, 37, 0.8 units up for the trim for the horizontal stabilizer. So let's go and put this in. So we've got Flexor 51. We're doing a flap 2, which is up 0.8. And what else we got? 32, 34, 37. 132. 134 for VR. And 137 for V2. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet. That'll be fine. Everything else is good. We've checked that. We've done the QNH. Initial stop climb out of Bristol. Let's grab that. See if we can get a departure that's going our way and have a look at one of those. Departures. Let's just pick that for a second and see what that's going to show us. In fact, we could do that departure, to be fair. Climb gradients, initial routing. 63 miles, 6,000 feet. Anything else? No turns. Do not climb above 6,000 until you're told otherwise. Right, fine. Let's bang 6,000 in. That'll sort that out. Heading, go back to nav. And there we go. We'll stop that clock, reset it, and we'll call the tug. And we're good to go again. And we're going to go off the same runway that we came in on, so we shouldn't have that far to taxi out. No, 27. So we'll push back, and we'll come all the way down. We'll come to Alpha X-ray. Alpha X-ray, and we'll go full length out. Cool. So we'll hit reverse. We will get rid of those parking brakes. Let's go to Zurich. Start a few engines as well. Here we are. These all should have been on.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 2126 with service to Zurich. Our flight time will be roughly.
There we are, just being born out of that Ryanair.
17 minutes. Please note the cabin doors now closed.
Cabin doors aren't closed.
Ensure that all devices are in airplane
That's a
mode
lie.
and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your
Neither's
lap.
the rear one either.
Your tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew,
That is
prepare
a
cabin for
big
departure.
mistake. Never mind. No one's fallen out. We haven't lost our license. Nothing to see. We're all good.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle.
See if we get on this taxi line.
Front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you.
I'm clearly very bad at taxiing out.
Cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt
Doesn't look too bad for one of my taxi outs. That could be a lot worse.
Supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask
Let's stop there.
to start the oxygen.
We'll set the parking brake
The mask over
and we'll
your
jump back in
nose and mouth.
and do our last bits. Engine 1 can go
Each
on.
side to adjust. Put on your own mask before
We'll
helping.
arm the spoilers.
If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over
And we'll just
your
wait for a good start on
head,
engine
around
number
your
1.
waist. Click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened.
There we go, we've got M1, EGT, N2. All good. Auto brake can go to max as well. There it is. Spoilers are armed, everything else looks good. We'll remember to retract the gear as we take off this time. And we'll just get ready, we'll get the APU bleed off and we'll get going. There it is, that can come off, that can come off, that can now go to taxi. Everything else is good. Let's head off to Zurich. It was a very quick turnaround for EasyJet, I reckon. Guys, if you are watching and you are new to the channel, if you want to hit ! Discord in the chat, join the Discord. It's where we post every day when we're flying, where we're flying, and what we are flying. If you want to join along, I do stream most days of the week as well, if you do want to join along. We are on the North Europe server in MSFS as well, so you can come join in and fly with us if you do so wish. There we are, very quick taxi out. This is our holding point. We'll do our last few bits and bobs. We'll ding the cabin crew, get the lights on, that can come, take off, that can go on as well, and let's go get lined up. Nothing coming. Cool. Right, let's set that, and we'll turn around. Now the ECAM memo is showing up, so we can do the rest of our before takeoff procedure. If that car's gonna cross the runway, is it? Yes, it is. They must have a death wish. Right. Anyway, auto brake. Let's try the cabin again. Auto brake to max. Flaps are in 1. Takeoff config is the flaps haven't quite travelled. Let's clear that again. And flap 2 takeoff, wasn't it? Not flap 1. That'll be the reason why. Always good to check that. Should have done that beforehand. There we go. That should be good. There we go. Everything is good. ECAM memo is takeoff no blue, and we got double check. 132, 137, climb nav, 1 FD2, 6000 sec, QNH 1024, and guys, we are good to bugger off. There we are. Hold it on the brakes. 50% N1. Release the toe brakes. And 1, 2 clicks forward. Manflex 51 SRS runway. Auto thrust is armed in blue. There's V1 and rotate, up we go. Let that weather cock a little bit. Positive climb. Gears coming up. We did remember this time. And I'll be a swooping right hand turn very, very soon. Out of here. There it goes. Above the F, we go flap 1. And then there's lever climb. Thrust climb, climb nav. 6,000 blue. And there's this left hand turn, right hand turn we're making. Direct to Wotan. Need any anti-ice on? What's temperature outside? Plus 10. We're in a little bit of icing range. Let's just put them on for now. Just be on the safe side. And we'll brighten up these lights. Not that there's much cloud. We've gone for, I think we're going to go through the most cloud we're going to go through. Flaps back to 1. Back to 0, sorry. And there we go. So, if we have a look at our route out, that's what we're doing. We weren't doing that departure. We can get rid of that. Delete that. We're swinging around to the right. We're going to go up to Wotan, then carry on our track across Wootton Bassett, then to the south of London, out over the channel into northern France, and then down to Reims, down to Basel, and then from Basel into Zurich. Should be good fun. Anti-ice can go if we are above any other cloud, and we'll just whack that up to 2370. As that is our cruise. There it is. 370 sets. We're going to flight level. Let's set standard. Flaps are retracted. We can also disarm the spoilers. And away we go. We should get a good tailwind on the way as well, by the looks of things. Might shorten the flight a little bit. And we'll get the landing lights off and seat belts as we get towards 10,000 feet. I will now very quickly just update the chatbot for this new routing. If you do want to fly along, you can get the route. Chatbot, where's chat commands? There we are. I'll save that, and then if I do it on the other one, for people watching on YouTube, in a second you can also hit exclamation mark route. There you go. And you should get the current route.
Turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the
So there's
duration
10,000
of the
feet.
flight.
Lights can
Do
come
not
off.
form a line near the lavatory. This
That can come off. That can come off.
onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi,
Seatbelt signs off.
directed to a page to pay a small fee for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and paid movies library. The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
Let's see if we can get V-Pilot working again. And we'll get a route put in, a route and a flight plan filed as well. So route's in, everything else good. Let's load and file that flight plan. And put that in. Flight plan. That's all good, that's all good. And we'll file that flight plan. Cool, so we might have a bit of ATC at some point if we get anything. We're on Unicom, so we'll stay there for now. Yo, Finnish pilot, how's it going, buddy? Don't think there's any air traffic control anywhere near us at the minute. No, we're heading out. There is Gatwick departure and Essex approach. That's not going to bother us. Brussels controls online, and there's nothing else anywhere through France at the minute. So, passing 170 now for 370. Up we go. We'll get a bit more music on. Now sit back and we'll enjoy the cruise. Any questions, guys, you want to ask, fire them in the chat, and we'll see what we can see if we can answer them for you. We'll just have one last quick check. We'll just check the. Actually, it's nothing to check at the minute. Once we get in the cruise, we'll do the fuel check and engine check, everything else. Make sure everything's all running smoothly, and we'll have a look at that departure into Zurich as well. That should be quite interesting with the high terrain around it. There you can see we've got a bit to look at on that chart. It's all a bit of a mess at the moment, but we'll brief that a bit later in the flight. At the we are using EasyJet. EasyJet. Now it is. See, now EasyJet do fly into Zurich from the UK. I thought we'd take it out for a spin. It's also a real flight from the first sector, Newcastle down to Bristol is a real EasyJet route as well. So it seemed the right airline to take. Also looks pretty cool as well. There's something quite satisfying about flying EasyJet, I find. I'm not sure what it is, but something quite satisfying. So we're looking, there we are. If we get rid of this, you can see our route now. For those of you who just joined, there we are. We shot our way out of Bristol up towards Royal Wootton Bassett, down past Swindon, and we're currently heading towards the south of London. We'll cross the channel at Folkestone into northern France, just south of Calais, and we'll keep heading on to the south to Reims, and then across into Switzerland, past Basel, and then we'll make our approach into Zurich. We're going to come back around on ourselves and into runway 228. So that's the plan. We can, if I overlay this, you can see the approach and the arrival. The idea what we're doing, we're going to go overhead here, straight out, and back in again. That's the plan. But yeah, for now we've got to get to our cruise. We'll do the checks. We got about an hour. We got about an hour worth of cruise. I'm just going to quickly change fly live because it's showing the wrong thing to Zurich, and then that one there, that should update the overlay. There it is. Should be arriving about 2:30 UK time. Wind's already picked up. You can see 89 knots from the from behind. So that could shave a few minutes off our flight actually. We can keep an eye on that. So what we'll do is we will get up in the cruise. I'm going to take a 10-minute break just so I can go and grab my lunch because I've not eaten yet, and we'll do that. I'll grab something to eat and then we'll come back and we'll enjoy the rest of the flight. But we should have some nice scenery into Zurich and also at the airport as well. Look pretty good. Just trying to grab something on the other screen here. If you give me a sec. Got that many folds, I can't remember where I put stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you as an EasyJet customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Yeah, wind's getting a bit stronger. Let's have a quick check on the flight plan and what wind we can expect on the way across OFP. So let's go down through this. So 83 knots, 82, 87, and we're going to get up to 89, 82, 87, 105 by Biggin. That's just over London. Should have a 105 knot wind, 110. Gets faster, 117, 118, then starts to drop off after we get into the Langen, FIR and Basel. And yeah, on the ground we'll check the weather in Zurich shortly, but yeah, that wind's going to get a bit stronger, pushes along a bit faster, but you can see the speed at the minute, 523 knot ground speed at the minute, pretty rapid. We are now on Batsim. Just looking if there's anything else around us ATC wise. But yeah, we'll stick on Unicom for now. Looks like we're flying the wrong way for any ATC. We could have a quick listen to Heathrow Approach. Let's have a quick listen to that. Just see what's going on. Eurofight services, where are they coming to? That's all to the east. One 35300. Just want to make sure that my V pilot is actually working properly. That's why I just tuned it into to Gatwick Approach, so we should see something. We track towards London. A bit of traffic there to our 12 o'clock. 2,200 feet above us. Keep an eye on that as well. But we are now literally to the south of London. If we can see anything of the capital as we go by. Let's have a look. Oh, there we are. Straight over one plane below us. But yeah, that's why it's a bit sluggish. London scenery loading in. Another aircraft down there, one to the left. And there's the Thames, Greenwich. Should be able to see the Millennium Dome. There it is. And the Isle of Dogs. And there is obviously London City Airport as well. That's an interesting approach. I'll have to try and fly into there shortly. .339 now, almost at our cruise level. 23 minutes after we push back, so that's pretty good going. And there's that wind as we saw on the flight plan now, picked up 104 knots. Giving us a good blow from behind. We don't need that anymore. We will grab the I'm just going to get the charts ready for Zurich a bit later on. We'll get the they've been a massive airport. Let's get that in. So yeah, 28 is where we're coming in. We'll try and park somewhere around here. If we can get off at Juliet or Foxtrot, we'll come park in here somewhere a bit later on. But yeah, we are currently, there we are, just to the heading down towards the Channel Tunnel. So we should I say we should have nice scenery down in Zurich as well. It is Microsoft scenery for Zurich, but I did load in beforehand and it looks much better than the stock stuff. So it's it is a how do you put it? It's whatever they call it, enhanced airport for this sim, so it does look good. Looks pretty good. Let's jump back in the flight deck. There we are, just about at our cruise level now. We'll watch it come in. Cruising Mach decimal 78, and we should get Alt Cruise. Mach Alt Star, and then Mach Alt Cruise. Any second now. There we go, Mach Alt Cruise. And this is where we are, guys, now for the next next little while. We've got 443 miles left to run. But sit here, enjoy the views, enjoy the cruise. Like I said, now we are on the cruise. I'm just going to go and quickly grab my lunch, guys, and I'll be back with you only 5 or 6 minutes time, but I'm going to need to go and grab something to eat, and then I'll leave you with the view as we leave the UK coast and head towards France. I'll leave that with you there. And like I said, I'll be back with you in just 5 or 6 minutes.
starting our in-flight meal service. Please look in your seat back for our menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you'd like to order additional menu items, you may hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we would be happy to.
Air Control, good morning. Delta Alpha Lima Sierra Delta after 140. Delta Alpha Lima Sierra Delta, roger.
Air Control, speedbird full 7 up Tango, flight level 390. I'm ready, descend 310, speedbird full 7 up Tango.
Hello, control. Good evening. Air France 153, 15 miles from 20, flight level 400.
T40, speedbird 47 left tango.
Yo, control. Hello, Evelyn, Trainer Zurich, flight level 300, climbing 350. Climb flight level 350, Evelyn, Trainer Zurich.
Yo guys, right, I'm back, fully fed, ready for the rest of this flight now, so we'll have a quick check where we are, what we're doing, and there we are, what into France, heading down towards Reims, and that's all looking tickety-boo. We're going to go down and we'll set up the McDo for the arrival, so we've got a topper drop in and we know what we're doing as well. So let's grab the arrival in. So we need the Bravo Lima Mike VOR tuned in and not above flight level 200 at that point. Then we come down to flight level 120, then 7,000 at Schiphol. So let's go put in flight level 200 at Bravo Lima Mike will be that point. That can go in, and it's 201 miles away. That'll be about, well, we don't want to be 5,000 miles off. And yeah, so not above flight level 200. So let's go and put that in. So if we sync that and we put in flight level 200, so that's 53 miles out from there is where we want to start that descent. Pop that in, 53 miles in there, cool. And then we'll go and put in the extended centre line as well. So Lima Sierra Zulu Hotel, and we're arriving on to runway 28. So that can go in, and the extended centre line will be, if we grab the airport info, 094 degrees for that extended radial out. Cool, so that's in. You can see topper drop, there it is. And if we go further out, there's the extended centre line. If we end up having a problem. Cool, so leave that there. That can go there. And the music seems to have disappeared. What's happened with that? Sort that out. I was just trying to find on YouTube. Let's see if we can find a nice arrival into Zurich to see what we can expect when we get there. So we'll grab runway 28 into Zurich. Let's have a look what we got. See if we can find a nice arrival. Oh, that one looks good. Let's grab that. I'll tell you what, we'll turn the music off and we'll have a look at this arrival and what we expect to see if it matches up to what is in real life. Let's grab this. Let's have a look.
This is Zurich arrival information. Echo.
A320, which is what we are, so that's pretty good.
Arrivals. Expect LSZH approach. Runway 28. Transition level 70. Departure runway 32. Wind 270 degrees. 15 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Touchdown zone 1.
So ideally this is what we want to be looking at, what we're doing. Lake Zurich, and there's the city of Zurich as well.
3,900 feet. Temperature 1, 4. Dew point 6. QNH 1017. No leak.
PC, what happened, you Canberra? Avgamer, you 26,000 feet climbing, cool.
This is Zurich arrival.
1228 for speedboat for Zurich Tango, thanks.
20. Arrival. Expect LSZH approach. Runway 28. Transition level 70. Departure runway 32. We
So let's skip forward just a little bit. I'll just turn that, in case that music got copyright on, which just turn that down a second. So this is actually 28, which is what we want to arrive on to. Just trying to find a bit of a... There we go. You can see the high terrain across to the left hand side as well, which we'll have to be aware of as well. So there's the runway just here. The free trials of FS Realistic and it supports MSFS. Yeah, and X-Plane 11. I have seen it PC.
170, go for me.
Thank you, maintain. Okay. More speed restrictions, contact tower, 118 decimal inches.
81, no speed restriction. Schönes Wochenende.
Thanks, Martin.
Thank you. Zurich Tower, guten Tag. We are on final runway 286 miles out.
Looks nice arrival in.
After landing, vacating to the left and we can take runway 1.
260 breeze 10 knots.
I can. 260, 1. Let's check. Flaps 3, speed checked. Flaps 3, flaps 4, speed checked. Flaps 4, time checked. ECA memo, landing no blue. Landing no blue.
There's his autopilot off. Looks a bit windy as well.
1,000.
Check. So runway 28 the left.
Minimum.
So
Definitely a bit windy.
It's 1-4, yes. Movement, so light but links.
400.
So we'll see when we land where we get this nice little village underneath when we get in as well.
Spoiler!
There we are. We're going to try and vacate somewhere if we can, just here. That's the idea. What we're going to do. Looks like they may just be a bit too fast. Yeah. Bit too fast. So it'll be this intersection here, I guess.
Contact 121.755 down.
So he's going to the left. But yeah, cool. That looks like a very nice arrival in. So we'll check that when we get there. And our top of drop for that is less than 80 miles out now, so should be quite fun when we get there. Awesome, there we are. So let's we haven't done a fuel check, have we, recently? So let's have a look one at Nebax. What we're expecting to have at Nebax. Hopefully less than what we've got in. So OFP, let's have a look. Nebax, where is Nebax? Oh, not that one. Nebax will be there's Norrie, Compton, Kennet, top of climb, so it's going to be down here somewhere, isn't it? Lesdo Nebax, there it is. We need to have 4.4 tons. We should have burnt 3 tons. We need to have 4.4 when we get there. And we currently have 5.8, and we got 40 miles left to run to Nebax, so we should be all good for that. Bit of a cloudy day over France. What's the wind? 118 knot tailwind we got at the minute, so we are blowing along quite nicely. 52 minutes in. Flight time was expected to be 1 hour and 18 minutes. We have 204 miles left in the flight. It looks like Fly Live has given up as well. Going to reboot that as well. If Stainer, welcome along. Hope you're doing well. Let's have a look. Get this Fly Live working yet again. LSZH. Right, let's see if that fires it back up. There it goes. So ETA, according to the top of the screen, is going to be 1409 Zulu. Guys, for all those of you who have subbed on YouTube today, I'm not entirely sure why the alerts aren't coming through, but they're not even showing in my Streamlabs either. They seem to have completely disappeared. So for all you that have joined, welcome along. So we are now currently over some high terrain now in France, so we could get one or two lumps and bumps of turbulence with that, especially with that wind from behind. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go down and do a panel check down here. So engines, we've used nearly 4 tons of fuel. This is an error. I'm not sure why they're flashing. You wouldn't have 400 psi in there. Bleed, that's all looking good. We got bleed pressure feeding the packs. Cabin altitude 7,300 feet, and PSI is 8.1. We've got power to all the DC essential bus, AC essential bus as well. Hydraulics, they all seem good. 3,000 PSI in all 3 systems, yellow, the blue and the green, and within the limits. Fuel, we have 5.6 tons and it's nicely balanced in the outer and inner tanks. And there we are, we used 3.9 tons. APU should be off, which it is. Cabin, nice and toasty. The doors are all shut, no one tried to jump out. And the wheels are still there. They shouldn't be at 100 degrees. No way, not after an hour's flying, but and at minus 62. Flight controls are doing what they're doing. The pitch trim is all good there. And system status is normal. Good stuff. See, top of drop. Wow, top of drop is very, very close. Where are we going to? Flight level 200. I did not expect that top of drop to be coming in that quick, but there it is. 200 set, less than 10 miles. Alright, let's just double best brief this arrival for a little bit. We'll get ourselves going down. We'll grab the weather. There it is, top of drop, down we go. Thrust idle, open descents. And let's go here and have a look at this. There's the arrival, cool, right. So we're heading to the Basel Mulhouse VOR, not above flight level 200. There goes those lumps and bumps. Then to Zulu Hotel 677, not below flight level 120. And then down to Schiphol. From Schiphol, right, this is where this gets interesting. From Schiphol, 7,000 feet over the airport, back out, and then we come out 081 right hand turn, max 210 in that turn to Ramen, 5,000 feet. That's where we get the glide as well at 5,000 feet. We cock it up, missed approach, initial climb 4,000, climb straight ahead at 2.5 miles from the India Zulu Whiskey, which is the ILS DME. Past the station, left turn, max 210 onto 193. Then continue the climb to 7,000. Intercept the radial 061 inbound at Will, and then at 10 miles from Will, right turn onto 328 to intercept the Will radio 013 and patrol back and proceed back to Gippol. Gippon's where we'll hold if we have a problem. Altitude wise, we got 9,200 to the south, 4.5 to the west, 5.6 to the northwest, and 4.5 to the northeast. So high terrain. We got turbulence. The seatbelt sign can come on for now. So we're starting that descent.
The flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat fastening your
And let's
seatbelt.
grab the we'll grab the weather. So we have LSZH. Load that. Weather. Right, accept. Load. Weather, there it is. So 3 degrees, broken 5,500, few at 2,800, good visibility, wind quite strong, gusting 22 knots. Let's go and bang some of this in. So QNH, like we said, 1022. Temperature 3 degrees. Wind 240 at 12. That is transition will be 8,000 feet because it'd be quite high, no doubt. Call sign is Easy 2126 PC. And we want the barrow ref. Barrow ref for Zurich, Cat C aircraft. Oh, holy moly. Mr. Climb. So we are 2092. That's what we're going for. Go back to Unicom. Definitely some lumps and bumps now. Wind is still over 100 knots. I'm going to have another look at these charts just a second so we know what we're doing. So let's get the VOR in. 1745 for the VOR. .1745 can go in VOR 1. And come on. And the other VOR we want is over the airport, I believe. We'll put that in. Which will be Clotten, which is 1485 in VOR 2. Decimal 85 VOR 2. That can go on as well. Right, good, that's that sorted out. And we're going to proceed on this arrival now. There you guys can see there we are coming into Basel. And at Gippol, 7,000 feet. So let's work this out. Gippol. Progress. How far are we to Gippol? 32 miles. We need to lose. Let's have a look. We need to lose. So we're 24,000 now. We need to be at 7. So 10 is 14, and another 7 is we need 21. So we need 42. So we're going to keep that coming down to 7,000 feet, I reckon. By Gippol. There we go. Cool, we'll keep that coming down 7,000 feet. And then as long as when we go over the airport, as long as we're 5,000 feet, going over here, and we'll cut round 5,000 feet and back into Zurich. Cool. Looks good. Don't see anything below us yet. Let's have a look. A little bit in the gaps of the cloud there. A bit down there as well. Still some decent lumps and bumps. Have we got any speed restrictions on this arrival? Nothing on the way in. I'm just checking on the iPad here. Nothing there. And we have the only speed restriction we have is 210 knots in that right hand turn as we join the ILS. No, that's not me PC. No, it's not. I don't think. Cool, does that look? Right, so I'm going to keep these charts up so we can see what we're doing. There we are. Where are we heading to? ZH 445. Where is ZH 445? To be fair, we can Gipol and then direct really to what we got 453. Let's go direct to 453. That'll do. There we are. Cool, that's going to sort that out. And we are coming down. I think we might need a bit of speed brake, to be fair. Yeah, I'm going to stop it now. They should all have gone now, PC. I've got rid of them.
We have begun our final descent into Zurich. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in a full upright position.
Right, there we go. We are sorting ourselves out here nicely.
All Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Let's have a look now at how we're getting on. Get back onto this track. We need to be at flight level 70, is it? 70. Not below it, which is fine. We're at flight level 100 and we're heading to, well, up here somewhere at the minute. Temperature outside in the clouds is +4. We need a bit of anti-ice on. We're having the landing lights on. Seatbelt sign's already on. Let's get that on and that on as well. So flight level 70 by here, then down to 5,000 feet for the ILS on the way in. Rad navs tuned 10975, which is India Zulu Whiskey. And here comes a bit of Zurich. That is Lake Zurich there that we saw in that video earlier on. Actually, sorry, that's Lake Zurich just there. So in this turn, as we go around, we've got to be maximum 210 knots. In this turn just here. Look how cool does that look? Right, set standard QNH 1022. And we're going to activate that approach phase now. Let's get ourselves slowing down. We haven't got too far to go. Lovely. There's 7,000 feet. We'll get rid of that speed brake. We're going to go down to 5,000 is next. So that all looks good to me. And let's see if my graphics will handle it. And if we're too high and we're too fast, we can
you can always go around if it don't look right coming down. Don't wait until your sights may be sliding on the ground. You can always go around.
And there's the airport just here, I think. Is that Zurich? Going past it now. Yeah, that is the airport just there. So QNH state, we're back at our green dot now. Anti-ice is no longer required. Seatbelt signs are on. We're going to go ahead and arm the spoilers now. 5,000 is our next altitude. And we have 210 as green dot, so that's perfectly fine for that turn. Get rid of that VOR now. Clotton is the next one we want to see. This looks awesome. There's that high terrain just there ahead of us. We want to make a left turn at some point. And this just says 7,000 feet by here, so let's have a look. There we are. That's 5,000 feet by ramming. And this terrain here, we should be careful. Hopefully that is not going to be any higher than 7,000 feet. Let's, we'll arm the lock, approach AP2. So what's the likelihood of that being above 7,000 feet? No, it's well below, isn't it? I'm hoping that's 4,500 ahead of us. Looks like, look at that. I think we're far enough out. We're going to make this, well, we're going to make this turn anyway, so. (4,056 feet, the highest point ahead of us. Right, speed brakes, what we're doing that. Speed brakes can be set. And arrival in. So, 2/8. We can vacate to the left. Holy moly, what was that? Bit of a change in wind, I reckon. Anyway, 2/8. So if we can vacate via Foxtrot, Juliet Foxtrot, and then into the terminal. That's left-hand vacate. So let's, what we're doing here, 5,000 feet. Let's start coming down just a smidge. Still wanted 7,000 or above just there, is it? Okay, so we'll stay there for now. But at ramming, we need to be, how far are we from ramming? 9 miles. Yeah, we can start coming down 5,000 feet now. $5,000 we got LS on, we got localizer and glide slope, we got AP2 in as well. 5,000 is the platform altitude into here, so as far as I'm aware, I think we all pretty good to land. 19 miles out. For our first arrival into Zurich. There it is. I'm going to go flap 1 now. Get us nice and slow, ready for it. 31 knot headwind. did say it was gusting 22 knots on the last weather that we got. We'll stop the music so we can hear the call outs. And let's increase the sim volume.
2,500.
Flap 1, let's go flap 2. Quick look out the window. And we should grab the glide slope at, when should we grab the glide slope? 10.3 miles for the glide. About 2 miles time. And it is a bit steeper rate of descent, 3.3 degrees. Let's have flap 3. There comes that glide slope. Still got a decent headwind, 31 knots. Spoilers are armed. We'll have, let's have a look. Let's have medium auto brake. Just to see if we can get ourselves off at that, off at Foxtrot, I reckon. KG, Matty, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Now there's the glide. We're on the localizer, 9.9 miles. We are flap 3 already, so that's good. There we have runway in sight as well. And there's glide slope start. And glide slope capture. Very good. Like I said, it is it's a 3.3 degree glide, so it's definitely steeper than most ones around Europe.
2,500.
And we have to bear in mind the difference between the airport elevation here is 1,417 feet. So there's about 2,000 feet difference as well.
2,500. 2,500.
8 miles, let's go flap full. Another look out the window at Zurich on the way in. Pretty cool. And we should see the village of Cloughton as we go over towards the threshold. There should be a small village, we'll fly straight over it, and a highway as well. Cabin, let's ding them. And then just landing gear left to go. In fact, we can get that down now. There it is. Good stuff. We wanted flap full just there. We got flap full a few minutes back, but it's no big issue. And as we briefed, landing 2-8, we want to come off either, I don't think we'll make Juliet, we might make Foxtrot, left hand side in, and we'll park somewhere towards the control tower. Headwind 27 knots now, dying off. We expected winds about 20 knots, so that's nothing unexpected. And the go around, now we're on the glide slope, is 4,000 feet. That can be set as well. So the gear's down, signs are on, cabin's ready, spoilers are on, QNH is set, go around set 4,000 feet. 3 miles out, ECAM memos, landing no blue. 2 whites, 2 reds, 2 reds on the pappies as well. Here we go, here comes Cloten. Oh, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but
500.
I'm sure it's Cloten.
500. Minimum.
Minimums continue.
500.
Right out, guy's got himself stuck at 500 feet.
400.
Wind now 10 knots.
300. 300. 200.
200, there we go. 3 wide, slightly high. We'll just pop that nose down just a little bit. Bit of rudder to help with that wind now, 12 knots.
100.
100 feet.
50. 40,
There's the flare.
30, 20. Retard.
Keep it coming down.
10. 5.
There we go. Then we go reverse screen. That was a 3-point plonk on the floor. That was 60 knots reverse idle. Auto brake is off. And there we are. Welcome down to Zurich. Let's go and park over here somewhere.
Zurich. The local time is 3:27.
Not the world's best landing, but we'll see what Volanta reckons.
You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your
Let's
final
get our feet on the right hand side.
Thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
And we'll stop just past this hold bar. These, whatever this is from the latest update. That's not my, nothing I've done, nothing I've changed. That's from when I updated the sim this morning. It's caused 1 or 2 weird graphics issues. That can come off. APU can get on. That should be taxi still. Right, let's go and find somewhere to park up. But guys, welcome to Zurich, our second sector of the day. We went from Newcastle down to Bristol, then Bristol across to Zurich, and there we are. This is the Microsoft default for Zurich. I've not put any extra scenery in for this, but when I checked out, it didn't look too bad for default stuff. So I think we're just going to take this stand just here. And we will stop it just there. Parking brake is set. Is the APU available yet? APU bleed. And it's available. So let's go and shut down engine number 2. Actually, let's get rid of the flaps. Disarm those spoilers first. And engine number 1 is off. Turn that off. Seatbelt sign can come off as well. That can come off, that can come off, that can come off, and that can come off. And then we're going to go and get the jet bridge out. See if this works. Should do. Passengers, there it comes. Passengers and after orbiter catering as well. And baggage is there as well, guys. There we are. Welcome down to Zurich. Jet bridge is connecting. Very Christmassy Coca-Cola 320. So other side. Virgin Australia and the obligatory Wizz Air in the background as well. But there we are, guys. Welcome to Zurich. Let's have a look at Valence. Let's see what that reckons that was all about. I don't think that was 333. Could have been. Let's review the flight. 236. So it's about 100 feet per minute off compared to what the overlay reckons. So still not the best landing. However, the one into Bristol wasn't too bad. It we did earlier on. That was minus 85. So we'll take one good with one little bump into Zurich. Well, there we are. That has been a good. How long have we been streaming for this afternoon? Let's have a look. I've forgotten. So look, we have been streaming for just over 3 hours, guys, and that's going to be the final sector for this afternoon's flight. So we'll let the passengers get themselves away to where they want to be. And but guys, thank you so much for coming along this afternoon. Thanks for all the new subs on YouTube. Awesome stuff. And yeah, if you guys aren't a member of the Discord yet, hit ! Discord in the chat. Go join in there. That lets you know when we fly, what we fly, and where we're flying to and from. I do post on there every day before we do go flying as well, so you can come along. We are always, of course, on the North Europe server for MSFS. So if you do want to come and fly along with us, you can. I do post the routing in the Discord as well, so you can just grab that and get yourself all nicely set up. But yeah, for now, what time we at? It is 2:30 in the afternoon here in the UK, so I need to go and get ready to pick up my kids from school. So I'm going to leave that there, guys, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you all on a live stream very, very soon, which is more than likely going to be tomorrow night. So guys, take care, and we'll see you all very, very soon.